There are 3 big events happening tomorrow that could make for a rather chaotic weekend. You want to know what they are?
Yeah.
Tanks will be rolling through the nation's capital, along with 7,000 marching soldiers to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. There will also be No Kings demonstrations around the country to protest Trump. And it happens to be his 79th birthday. What a coincidence. Here's what Trump had to say about anyone who wants to rain on his parade. Watch.
And we're going to be celebrating big on Saturday. We're going to have a lot of, and if there's any protester wants to come out, they will be met with very big force. I haven't even heard about a protest, but, you know, this is people that hate our country. But they will be met with very heavy force.
Clarify what kind of protest President Trump does support or find acceptable?
The president absolutely supports peaceful protests. He supports the First Amendment. He supports the right of Americans to make their voices heard. He does not support violence of any kind. He does not support assaulting law enforcement officers who are simply trying to do their job.
So if there were peaceful protests on Saturday for the military parade, President Trump would allow that?
Of course the president supports peaceful protests. What a stupid question.
Isn't she delightful? What a delight.
Well,
I happen to recall that on January 6th, you were going to say it.
Well, I was just going to say, like, he doesn't approve of any violence or violence against law enforcement unless it was on January 6th. And that's what we pardoned on day one.
Yeah.
So, but I don't understand this. I can't be the only one. When I think of military parades, I think of Russia, I think of North Korea. I have these visuals of people saluting and doing things. And that's just not what I think of when I think of the U.S. And Senator Rand Paul said we were always different than these images, and we were proud not to be that. And then you also think about the conversations about cutting waste, and here you've got, like, how much is this going to cost? $40 million
on the low end.
Yeah,
on the low end, up to
who
45
thinks
million.
like, okay, let's cut like all the aid and the school lunches and all the good stuff, but let's throw a parade that harkens World War II propaganda and just throw the money that way. I can't keep up with all of this.
I think what's so distasteful about this is not only the cost, but the cuts that have happened with the Veterans Affairs. I mean, if you think about it, let's see, 6,000 veterans were fired due to budget cuts and layoffs. There are plans to remove up to 80,000 employees who provide support to veterans as well. And to spend $45 million and not and have these cuts, it just doesn't make sense. The best way to honor our troops is to make sure that our veterans are taken care of. That's right. The most important thing.
I plan to peacefully protest on Saturday. I will go to the No Kings parade protest in Miami. And I am going to go protest not because I hate my country, but because I love my country. Yeah. And because I think we need to stand up and speak up fearlessly against this authoritarian who wants to militarize our cities. This is not normal, and we as a country have got to lose our fear and have got to show that we will stand up for our democratic values. And look, I agree with you. $45 million he is spending on this parade, on top of the $135 million that he's spending sending the Marines and the National Guard to California. So that's almost $200 million right there at a time when DOJ directed the VA to cancel over 800 contracts that support everything from chemotherapy treatments for veterans to records digitalization. And when the 2,400 staff from the Veterans Administration were fired. So, you know, it's the hypocrisy. It's the fact that we never...
President Trump here is talking about his bringing the military together on that Saturday. It's going to be a parade. It's going to be a great day. He has spent almost $200 million just for that particular feast to happen. So he's so excited. He threatened that no one is going to come like to be a backstop. No one is going to try to fight. No one can come to try to stop them. If you want to, you do a peaceful riot, not a fighting one. So everybody was just saying, but why will he be so interested in that? Spending all that money, but the most essential thing that he has to do The VA, they don't have insurance again. Some of them have kidney, they cannot attend they have kidney problem. They are unable to attend their dialysis. Dialysis have been stopped. You have VA that have wound that have not been treated and they're on the street. A lot of VA were fired and they are homeless. Their benefits were being cut. And he's doing all that. But he takes 200 million just to show off. So the women in the view, they could not figure it out that how does that correlate? You are here to help the people. You are not here to show off. The most important thing, you have to give them what they want. And the day falls on his 79 years birthday also. So according to him, that's something that is very great to him. So what on earth will make someone who is the leader of the command, instead of saving his people, instead of want to lead the people very well, but instead, according to the women of view, they could not figure it out. They could not even place their hands on it. So to them, that's just hypocrisy. That is not normal. That is oppression. He's a dictator. He's violent. That's what no president has ever done. People has fixed that. The VA have to be comfortable after fighting for the country. Their life cannot be meaningless. They cannot be on the street regretting, why did I even join this type of association? Why did I risk my whole life? Why did I risk my whole self? What benefit come out from it? No, it's no benefit out of it. And they are just roaming around the street. But yeah, the president is taking money and throwing it very uselessly without any benefit. So what do you have to say about it? And it wasn't a really, really easy one, because someone like Anna said, I'm going out to participate for the peaceful parade. I have to go for my country. She's in Florida. She said she have to go also for the VA, that on deportation. Back then, I used to know that most people, especially people that were not born here, when you want to become like part of the citizen, they will advise that you join the army, you join the military. The military will facilitate your process of becoming a citizen, because the military was looking for people that it's not everybody who is willing to save the country. That's a very difficult position. You want to be an army. You're on the front line. You can lose your life at any time. Anything can happen in that war zone. So for people to risk their life and stand on that war front, then they used to give them that benefit, to give them that privilege, even after they wound themselves from the war, from after the battle. They compensate them. Most of them come and they lose their mind. They are depressed. They have mental challenge because of what happened in the war. We all know that. You see a lot of people were in that war. When they came back, they lose. If you're in the medical field, you see that they lose their mind. They'll be hearing voices. They'll be seeing images. Some of them become schizophrenic. All that type of bipolar, all type of mental challenge, because of what they see in that battlefield. They see blood. They have touched blood. They have seen people. They have seen a lot of different type of spirit that they cannot even explain. Spiritually, physically, emotionally, they have been apart from their family. You see, husband and wife have been separated for a long time. Some have mostly come back, they have lost their wife. Because especially some that got married with a young woman and keep the woman. You want to come, she said, I was tired of waiting for you. Not everybody is patient to wait. Some of them go ahead and get married. You see, some of them even come back in that battlefield. They have lost their limbs. And some of them, their wife don't want them back. Their family don't even want. If you're not very blessed, your partner will not want you back. And all that emotional trauma you start going through. Some of them, they lose sense. They cannot smell. Some of them cannot more see. Some of them cannot walk again. Some of even their walk is difficult. Some of them have these challenges in their body. You need to see them with VA and interview them. You see the type of things that happen to them. They pass through a lot. So according to the women in the view, what the head of command, because he's the head of the command, would have just be nice, try to protect them, try to provide for them whatever they need. But ironically, he's not doing that. Ironically, according to the women in view, he's not nice towards that. All he does is he's just hunger for power. Hunger for power, according to the women in the view. So actually, what do you think? Are you in support of that he's hungry for power? What actually is your own opinion? Can you give me your own opinion? What do you think about this? Because according to the women in the view, they are furious. They are not very happy. According to them, he could have not even had no ceremony. He could have just done it all by himself, rather than doing fake. According to that's fake. Let me see your opinion. What do you think about the VA? Do you think the person could have done more better? Do you think with that 200 million, he could have helped the VA? With that 200 million, he could have not even, because he kept many of their things. Thank you very much for watching. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you. Don't watch. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. God bless you.